Hi everybody, my name is Hannah and this is Pepper and Pine and I have a recipe to share with you today. We're going to be making hot cocoa two different ways, one with milk and one with heavy whipping cream. I also have some pure vanilla to add to this as well as cinnamon, and of course we have our Peruvian cocoa powder. So I've got my frother here that I'm going to use in order to make one version of this. I'm going to put about a cup worth of milk. This is whole milk into our little frother here. You can use this just for milk, but we can also use it for hot cocoa. I'm also going to add a heaping 1.5 teaspoons of this Peruvian cocoa. It tastes so delicious. And I'm also adding a tablespoon of heavy cream. So I'm going to go ahead and start this, and this is not just going to mix it, but it's also going to heat it and froth it. So while that is busy warming up and frothing, we're going to do hot cocoa another way. So I'm going to put that lid on it, and I have my kettle here with hot water. And the first thing I'm going to do is heat my cup. Now, if you're making hot cocoa for children, you absolutely don't need to do this. You'll probably want it a little bit cooler. But if you're making it for adults, I know I like mine piping hot because it takes me a while to drink it. So we're going to boil that water, and in the meantime, I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons, really heaping teaspoons of cocoa into that hot cup. I'm also adding this pure vanilla. It's by Wilderness Poets. It has no preservatives. It's not in an alcohol liquid or in a glycerin liquid. It's just vanilla beans. And I'm adding less than 1/8 of a teaspoon. So I'm going to add between 2 and 3 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. You can decide how much you want to add. Definitely go with at least 2 tablespoons. And we're going to add 1 tablespoon of salted butter. This is really going to take our hot cocoa over the top. So next thing we're going to do is add our hot water, nice and boiling hot. And I add it all the way up to the rim. And then we just want to mix it until everything is incorporated. I really like this Peruvian hot cocoa mix because it has nothing extra in it. It is single source. It's very smooth. It's not bitter, and you're not missing any of the sugar at all. Okay, so this is frothed and ready to go, and we're also going to add about 1 tablespoon of butter to that. And we want to give that a little bit of time to melt. And also to this, we're going to add a little bit of cinnamon. This is just an addition. I like cinnamon in the winter and vanilla in the summer. I'm going to mix that in a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and turn that back on because it's going to heat it up again, and that butter and the cinnamon is all going to get incorporated really well. So now it's time to put this into our cups. I have 2 little cups here that I'm going to fill up with this. And I'm going to add just a little bit more milk and hot water because I didn't have quite enough to fill the cup, but this makes 1 regular size mug full. I'm topping the hot cocoa with a little bit of whipping cream, which did not whip up very well. Usually it's a nice big mountain on top, and then you can sprinkle with a little bit of cinnamon or a little bit of that cocoa that you can just sift on top, and it just gives it a nice finished look. And that's it. We're going to put these on our tray and then enjoy them with dessert or with nothing at all. Because they are unsweetened, you can pair them with a sweet dessert. But at the same time, if you are watching your sugar intake, you're not going to miss it at all with this treat. You definitely want to try that with a little bit of butter. It adds so much flavor and richness. It's just such a delicious any time of day kind of treat. And my children and I really enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this quick and simple recipe. Don't forget to check out the blog post that accompanies this video. You can find that link down in the description box below. If you'd like to check out some of my other cooking tutorials, you can tap on the screen right now. That playlist link is also in the description box below. And if you'd like to see what we're eating on a daily basis, you can find me on Instagram at Pepper and Pine.